Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Leos. Leo, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can present for you if you have Leo as a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or South Node sign. Quick shout out to my Patreon. I actually did an eclipse, not an eclipse reading, an eclipse ritual last night. That's over. But if you want to catch another ritual that I do, make sure that you subscribe so you're up to date on all my exclusive content that is not on YouTube, as well as my extended readings. I did a Scorpio extended reading on there, and I'm going to also do Virgo and likely Capricorn, because Capricorns, y'all have been blowing it out the water for November. So thank you for supporting the readings, and thank you for subscribing off YouTube as well. That really helps me out more than you guys know. So with that being said, I hope you guys are okay, Leo, and you're feeling a bit grounded. I know for the fixed signs right now, things have been really up in the air, but hopefully you're okay with all the crazy eclipse energy. And, you know, throughout the rest of November, some stuff still may be wavering and shaking up, but let's see what we got. So we're going to flip over your blunt truth cards and see what's going on for you. You have happening quickly, and then you have relocation. Some of you might be moving, or you're in the process of trying to move somewhere, or you may have to move, or, you know, something comes up with a job where, you know, you're in a transitional place that is going to be happening fairly quickly for you. Let's clarify happening quickly for Leo. Let's clarify happening quickly. Something to celebrate. Okay. And relocation. Let's clarify relocation. New career. Okay, Leo. New career path. Period. All right. So a lot of you guys there's elevation in a career, or elevation in money, or elevation in something that's going to be happening fairly quickly for you. I don't know if it's something that you expect or not expect, but so far so good. I like that. We love to hear that things are moving in a positive direction and a positive light for you, Leo. So I'm very happy to see that. All right, let's see what else we need to know for what's coming towards Leo. Sorry, y'all. Whenever I try to do readings in the morning, like early in the morning, my voice never wants to cooperate. But let's see. Leo. What we have for Leo? What else is happening quickly for Leo? Travel. Yeah, some of y'all, something significant with travel. Relocation, travel, moving, something where you go visit somewhere, or you know, something like that. Tell me more about what's happening quickly. Or you're gonna get an opportunity to travel from somebody, or something. You're gonna be moving around. You have pregnancy. Some of you are going to be finding out about a pregnancy, or something that you've been manifesting is coming to fruition now. It's happening a lot faster than you expected, or something is taking off a lot faster than you expected. Post eclipse, something is really happening here for you. All right. What else do we have for happening quickly? Relocation. Something that may require you to move. We have rejection. Think before you act. Relocation, job loss or decrease. Friendships. Okay, so as a result of like a rejection, or the result of you losing a job, there's going to be like a major upgrade here for you, Leo. Okay, so don't get like frazzled, or don't get so caught up in like, oh my God, I'm losing XYZ, I'm losing this friend, I'm losing this job, I'm losing this whatever, or, you know, I've lost this. Something's going to really come out of nowhere, or something's going to be happening very quickly that makes you not forget all about it, but you're going to see why it was worth it to let go of whatever was unbalanced or unrequited, or maybe dealing with this feeling of rejection. But it'll all start to make sense soon as you move into the new thing, job loss or decrease. If you have downgraded in some sort of way, there is a guaranteed upgrade for you coming in very quickly. All right, let me see what else for Leo. You have change. What's the advice here for Leo? What is the advice right now? Letters in name. R, K, I, or J. What is the advice right now for Leos? You have luck. You have single. Some of you want to probably be single for this next portion of your life. That's kind of what I'm getting, you know? And that's not for everybody, but like there could be some, especially if you know that a relationship is not for you and you just are messing around with people just to have somebody in your aura, in your space to give you attention. This may be a time in your life where you want to let go of those type of connections that are not serious and only focus on yourself, because there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be like, and this sounds kind of bad, but like, I don't mean it in a bad way where you're like, oh, I wish I was single for this. Like, I wish I didn't have somebody to like tend to or have to kind of check in with, because there's so much happening and I would rather be doing my own thing right now and like really basking in all of that without having to worry about another person. So, that's just something to consider. Not for all of you, but for some of you. All right, what else for Leo? What else is the advice for Leo? Marriage or life partnership, house or move. Yeah, a lot of you, there's like some major like upgrade for your life that you did not expect here. Like a major transition, like from going to single to a relationship to engage, living in one place to another, one career to another, like, or it seems like everything could be happening at once, where it's like the relationships are changing, or you're moving, or there's something about a pregnancy, or you're starting something new or a new job, and it's just like, oh my gosh, there's so many things happening all at the same time, and so therefore it may be best to just travel as lightly as possible. Don't have anything extra that's weighing you down here. But as far as that goes, that's pretty self-explanatory, Leo. Like, there's big things happening here, and it seems to be happening very fast. Wait, hold on, my cards are upside down. But at least from what I can see, it doesn't look like it's stressing you, hopefully. It just looks like there's a lot happening, or maybe your manifestations are happening faster than you expected them to, and you're like trying to keep up with it. Or this is going to happen if it hasn't happened yet. So what else is coming towards Leo? Oh, there it is. There's anxiety. Never mind. I spoke too soon. 9 of Swords. What else is coming towards Leo right now? 10 of Swords reverse. What else is coming towards Leo at this time? Devil card reverse. What is Leo stressed about anyway? What is the stress factor here? What is the anxiety factor? Some of you worried about the confidence to obtain or sustain all of these things that are coming in. Wondering if, maybe some imposter syndrome is kicking in. Got Virgo energy. You could have Virgo in your chart or be dealing with a Virgo. But a lot of you, this is just mainly like past fears and past traumas and past triggers that are still coming to the surface with new situations. So it's important that you try to stay very present as you possibly can while the new things are coming in. Because if you don't, you're kind of just reliving the same heartache and setbacks. Because this tells me, this 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords in reverse, this tells me you've already been through what you need to go through, or you've been through the worst of the worst already, or the worst is over, or what you were afraid of happening has either already happened, or you see that it's not going to happen, and it's just this lingering fear or this lingering heartbreak to restart a cycle or start over in your life. But you don't have to worry about that. The Devil card in reverse, I feel like you are already where you're supposed to be, or you're going where you're supposed to go. You are right where you are. You are right where you're supposed to be. Okay? So all of this just seems to be blocked emotions or fears, or, whatever it is with when you get new things. And what's really crazy about us as humans is like, we'll ask for all of these new things and we'll manifest. And when we get it, we are like so scared of it, right? So that's kind of what's happening here for you, Leo. It's like a lot of you have been wishing and hoping and praying, or you've been dreaming of something, or you've been like trying to get something and obtain it. And then it's going to happen very fast for you. It's going to finally come into your life, or it's going to finally start happening. And you're like, oh my God, it's happening. And now you're afraid, right? You're afraid of it. Or it's like that fear that it's going to be taken away, or it's something's going to happen, or you're not going to be able to handle it, whatever the case may be. But this is why you spend time before you get the thing practicing or preparing, right? Especially projectors. This is big for projector Leos right now, Leo placements, because projectors spend a lot of time wishing and hoping and waiting for an invitation. And then when they finally get it, they fumble it sometimes because they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for this. Or I didn't know that's what it all came with. Or I don't have any energy for it because I didn't make energy. I didn't have any space for it, no time, because I didn't make time before I got it. So it's one of those things that a lot of you need to consider. It's something about to happen real quick. Something about to happen that you've been manifesting, that you've been wanting, especially when it comes down to career, something big. And you want to make sure that you got the space. You want to make sure you got the time, you got the availability, that you know, your skills are up to par. You've been practicing. You're ready. It's like the big game. A lot of you have been in this position where you've been just playing. You've been practicing, but the big game time is about to come up for you. All right. So let's see. I'm going to use this deck to see for Leo placements. What is the advice for Leo? What is the advice for Leo right now with all the new things happening? Keep your stress levels down. A lot of you are very stressed. I'm not going to say for no reason, but you could be harboring extra stress for things that don't even concern you or you can't even control. What else? What's the advice for Leo? 3 of Swords reverse. Still that 3 of Swords in reverse. We got to get out of that energy. That energy of holding on to pain when you don't need to hold on to it anymore, or the situation has already happened. And so therefore it's time to focus on new energy, new people, new love, new career. I don't know why I'm picking up on a mom. Like I'm picking up on a mom. Like, I don't know. This was a very weird message. Like some of you saying, I don't want to make the same mistakes my parents made. I don't know. I just heard that in my head. I don't want to be that mother. I don't want to be that father. I don't want to be that person that I don't want to do to anybody what was done to me. That's kind of what I'm hearing, and that could be from a parent perspective if you have children. But yeah, you're holding on to still some pain or some feelings here, and some of you are afraid of reliving that or afraid of projecting it onto other people, but you are in control of yourself, okay? As long as you are aware, you are in more control than most people have, because if you don't have the self-awareness, you don't have anything, because then you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how you're going to hurt people. But if you're aware of it, then you know. 3 of Swords reverse. Clarify that for Leo. Clarify 3 of Swords in reverse for Leo. There's a lot of like having your guard up or having like trust issues about a situation. Not feeling ready is the biggest thing that I'm getting here. Imposter syndrome. Fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. There's a lot of fears here. Why is the Tower card here? That's the last one I'm going to clarify. Why is the Tower card here? Devil card reverse. Yeah, this is energy that it's already gone. It's already out of your space. It's already out of your sphere. But what a lot of you are doing is you're still reliving the past. You're not practicing being aware. A lot of you need to practice heavier mindfulness. Mindful meditation could be good. Surrender comparisons with other people, because our ego will always be hurt when we compare ourselves to other people, because we are always going to be looking for something that they have that we don't. So let's see. Surrender to prayer. Okay. So yeah, Leo. This is a very groundbreaking moment for you guys, where it's like you finally are getting your time, or your things are like actually picking up for you, whether that's in your work, whether that's in relationships, whether that's like something is happening fast where you're getting what it is that you feel like you deserve. But along with that comes a lot of old traumas and pain. It comes a lot of these feelings of being incompetent, or maybe your parents telling you that you're incompetent or that you're not able, or you're trying to live up to their expectations, afraid of failing or afraid of not doing what you said you were going to do, not delivering, right? But all these are things you need to like set boundaries with, setting boundaries with yourself, setting boundaries with how much you allow those fears to ruminate in your mind, and you allow yourself to ruminate on them instead of detaching and saying, I'm going to be present. Like, I can't change what happened in the past, or maybe where I've fallen short in the past, or where I thought I fell short. And I cannot predict the future of what I'm going to do, but I know what I can do right now. And so that's where we're at here, Leos, where it's like a lot of you have to focus more on what you can do now. A lot of you are trying to prepare too much for the future, as far as like what you're to the T, what you're going to do, what you're going to say, how you can get there. And so, of course, like you can, what I said earlier, it's good to like be practicing and preparing, but also you don't want to have so many expectations for failing either. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You just have the truth of right now. But I see a lot of you still needing to let go, Six of Cups in reverse, of the past where you feel like you didn't do a good job. But all that is a learning lesson for where you can do even better the next time and not let anything kill your joy. So like from a human design perspective, generators and manifesting generators, a lot of you guys have a lot of excitement coming your way, but there's going to be that fear that starts to chop up in your mind, and you're like, oh, well, maybe that means that I'm not supposed to be doing this. No, that is not what fear means, right? Especially if you know you are excited to do something, or you know that it's what you really want to do, or it's like this is the moment you've been waiting for. Do not let that fear talk you out of what you're trying to do. And manifesting generators as well, because you are meant to like speak things into existence and say, I'm going to do this, or this is the path I'm going to take. Whether you say it to yourself or other people, that is how you manifest faster. So maybe in the past you weren't using that throat enough for your manifesting abilities. Same for you, manifestors. You don't need to wait to respond. You just need to do. There's something that you probably are creating or you're going to create, and you know it's go time. It's about to be go time for you to do that, or to fully see that vision through and see it all the way through, because you know that's what you want to do. And you're kind of afraid, could be, of people rejecting it. Maybe they've done that in the past, or they shot your ideas down, or people that you expected to cheer you on did not. But don't stop informing. Don't stop telling people that this is what you're going to do, or this is what you're doing, and or this is what you might need support with or help with, because that's what you're supposed to do, to leave an impact and move people out of the way that aren't supposed to be around in that process. And then, like I was already mentioning before, for projectors, a lot of you guys struggle with feeling the need to always have recognition. And a lot of you are going to be getting it more than you thought you would. And so it does trigger those fears that you had before, that you were going to be overlooked. And it's like, even though you're getting the recognition, it still feels like, well, why am I so afraid of it? Like, now I'm in the spotlight for real. So, Leo's destiny is to shine and to be seen and to be in the spotlight. And so a lot of you have been wanting that. And now that it's here, you're like, okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? Same for you reflectors. A lot of you are going to be finding the place that you can really call home, that feels like home. And a lot of you never imagined that you'd actually find a community or a job or a place that really resonates with you deeply, where you actually feel seen, because a lot of reflectors feel invisible most of the time. And so now that you're being seen, or people are like looking at you and they're like, okay, we want to know about you. You're like, oh, well, who actually am I? You are whoever you are around, honestly. And so if you're around good people, you're going to feel like a good person. If you're around bad people, you're going to feel like a bad person. So it's really a reflective thing, you know? I am you, you are me, type of thing. We all mirror each other anyway, but reflectors are the main ones who really mirror each other. So that's what we have for you, Leo. This was a really good reading. One of your best readings that you've had in a super, super duper long time. And I'm really happy to see what it is that you guys are having to celebrate, or you're going to celebrate from now till even going into the new year. But getting out of that fear of the past and reliving the past and too far into the future, really be present in what's happening right now. What can you do right now? All right? Because you can't do anything about a future that hasn't got here yet. And you can't change the past. So we only have now. Thank you, Leos, for watching. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know down in the comments below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so the channel can thrive. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.